What's going on, everyone? Michael Martin here. I am joined by Mr. Tommy Two-Step, who made his way into Street Fighter League Season 2. Before we get into that, though, why is it Tommy Two-Step?
So my buddy actually helped me create that name because I know how to actually Texas two-step. And so whenever I played Third Strike, I played Elena. I had a very go back and forth style. I was very movement heavy. So he's like, that's the Tommy Two-Step anytime I shimmied someone. So then I was like, that's a great name. I'm keeping it forever.
I think we should actually use that in commentary now. The Tommy Two-Step. All right. Anyways, obviously. You watched Street Fighter League Season 1,
yep.
And you were interested enough in Season 1 that you wanted to throw yourself into Season 2.
Yeah.
So, first of all, let me ask you, why? What's the appeal there?
Well,
who was that guy?
Oh, goodness. So I think it's just a great way to play against some of the best players. It's a good way to get yourself out there if you haven't been able to get yourself out there at this point. So I think those were the two big things that really stuck with me. But I always want to try to get better, and I feel like having a focused ability to play someone for or a group of people for a week is going to level me up harder than playing online, or playing with my very small local scene.
Okay. As you know, Street Fighter League and the format is very different from what we've seen before. There's some pros, there's some cons. But given that there is a ban system, and you, of course, don't know what team you'll be on because we have to hold a draft.
Right.
But given that there's a ban system, how does that affect you, or what's the expectation for you as a player going into Season 2?
I think it doesn't affect me quite as much because I play two characters at a pretty decent level. So if they ban my Chun-Li, I have Urian and vice versa. So I think it doesn't affect me quite as much as it might affect someone else, unless the person I'm playing against is a personal bad matchup for one of my characters. But I think I can handle it better than probably most people, at least with my experience in playing Street Fighter V.
Let's jump back actually real quick for Season 1. What's your overall takeaway watching Season 1, how it played out? Obviously, Team Inferno and Team Gale are returning for Season 2 because they won and finished second in the mid-season championship. Right. So what's your overall takeaway from Season 1?
I think that the two teams that are staying are incredibly strong, and so
they're not bad.
They aren't bad at all. So I think the biggest thing is going to be trying to, hopefully be drafted by someone that can beat their top players. I think that's going to be a huge deciding factor. Is if you get on someone that can beat Punk or Knuckle Dew, it's that's a really good chance to possibly make it as far as they did or surpass them.
So you just come in and you two-step in, yeah, and just sort of clean up the mess.
That's right. I think I can hold my own against the competition.
All right. I do have to ask you, there was quite a few. So for those that don't know, if you don't know, you made it in through the nomination phase of the Season 2 entrance, right? And a lot of players put together some pretty good videos. Yours, not bad. Where is that? Was that all you? Who put that together?
So the idea was primarily me.
Okay.
But my buddy Tyler Russell did all the recording. He did the editing. He did everything else. Okay. But I just knew, I was like, you know what? I want to do something funny. Yeah. And me being in a robe next to a fireplace is ideal.
I wish we had a fireplace right here now.
And I wish I had my robe. But it's,
That seems weird, but okay.
Just, lounging at EVO. But, I think we were able to make a compromise on, okay, we aren't going to be able to have a real fireplace, but 2 monitors with fireplaces on them is genius. And it, reading the Will to Keep Winning by Daigo, it worked out perfectly.
It's a great video. Given where you're at, both in your community and I think at large, and given your status where you feel you're at as a player, what realistically, honestly, what do you think was sort of the balance between player and a great video that got you into this top 4 and into Street Fighter League Season 2?
I think the video helped people that have never heard of me. It gave a really great impression.
I knew of you, but I didn't know you.
Yeah, I think that helped them kind of see that I have a lot of personality and I'm kind of a funny, laid-back guy. But I've also, I stream, and so I have a really great community that's very nice and like great people that they're willing to fight for me like to the end. It's a really like helpful, loving community, and I really couldn't have got in without their help. So I think that's what really helped me out was the video helped unknowns come to me, and it helped people push me easier.
Yeah.
I was easier to sell.
Yeah. Shout out to that community. All right, so we know some of the players that are in. Captains don't quite know who they are yet, the new captains that is.
Yeah.
But based on the players that you've seen, you included, so for the nominations, it's yourself, Automatic, Sherry Jennings. One of these days I'm going to get all of these right off the top of my head. Online qualifiers, Idom, Samurai, Mojo, and see, why am I even here? I don't know. Of these players, let's say you're captain for a day.
Okay.
Let's say you're captain for a day, and just out of this pool, you get to pick one or two of these players. Who are you looking at? Who would you pick and why?
I would probably pick Samurai. He was incredibly strong last season, and he's such a strong player that I think he's just a valuable asset to any team. I think the way he thinks about the game is really like it's next level.
Yeah.
And then I would probably choose probably like Denka Diaz. Denka Diaz has multiple characters that he plays at a high level. He's like chill, so I think he could keep his cool during high pressure situations.
Yeah. Not a bad choice. All right. Going in, you didn't get to experience season 1, right? So this is going to be new for you. But going in, and based on what you know about yourself as a player, and it's sort of as a person, having to work in this 3v3 format, what do you feel like you need to adjust or maybe sort of focus on to succeed in season 2?
I think I just have to make sure that I play calm, play smart, don't overextend, and just try to really hold my end of the team down. Just make sure that I'm not being dead weight for my team. I need to be able to at least carry my own weight while, cheering on and supporting my teammates.
Sounds good. Any final words before you head into season 2? Maybe a little trash talk. Like what? Come on, give me something. Give us something.
I think I'm ready to put as much smackdown on the competition as humanly possible, and I think many people will be surprised at how well I can hold my own.
This is the most nice trash talk I think I've ever heard in my entire life, and I sincerely felt that. It was very nice, but I felt that. Okay, so bring that energy to season 2. Tommy, it's great talking with you. Congratulations for making it in, and we're looking forward to season 2. Tommy Two-Step, all those other players, keep an eye out. See you later.